We're going to bring up Micki Witthoeft. Okay, this is a special person. You guys got to give her a round of applause. For all of you who don't know, this is Ashli Babbitt's beautiful mother. She is Micki. So as any parent knows, nobody could ever imagine. I get tears. I'm not going to cry today, but I can't think about what she must go through. And we came into each other's acquaintance, I'd say, over a year ago. I do feel like your family now. And a beautiful person. Anybody that sat down and spent 5 minutes with her feel like they're there with an aunt or a cousin or someone they've known forever. This is a beautiful person who has decided that she wants to make she wants justice for her daughter Ashli Babbitt, and she also wants to make her her death count. She was shot by that, I'm not going to mention his name, that person that shot her in the Capitol, and she wants an investigation, and she wants, like, her daughter's ashes. She wasn't even able to get a military funeral. I'll let her tell you the story. But again, like I said to Fox, Showtime, NBC, and all the other news organizations here, Micki is available afterwards for comment if you would like to talk to her about her daughter. And if you would like to talk to her about the January 6th she's now fighting for. She's pulled herself into this fight. She's been in here in D.C. trying to get the attention of the Congress. Most of them aren't interested in anything but getting reelected. So she's trying to get their attention and trying to get an investigation into the January 6th committee, which, believe me when I tell you, when we take power back in November, that's what's going to happen. We're going to investigate the January 6th committee. But Micki is also bringing attention to the political prisoners outside of D.C. jail. Let me grab this right here. Outside of D.C. jail. Tonight at 7 o'clock, and every night at 7 o'clock for the past 2 months, she's been outside of D.C. jail. The men inside can see her. They call her Micki, Mama Micki. They know she's there. She brings them hope. She brings them inspiration. She makes every day they have to look forward to knowing this beautiful person, and the incredibly magical energy that she brings with her is standing outside with a group of people, lighting candles, singing Christian music, and she's there for them. And you could go to her website for Ashli, and you could donate so we can keep her here. We need her here in Washington. We need her here supporting these prisoners. We need her here fighting for justice for Ashli Babbitt, who was murdered on January 6th, and we will not rest until there is justice for this woman. Please put your hands together for Ashli's beautiful mother, Micki Witthoeft.
It was a beautiful introduction, Kara. Thank you so much. As Kara said, I am the proud mother of Ashli Elizabeth Babbitt, patriot and American hero. Thank you for the media for showing up. You're a little bit late, but thanks for coming. I would truly like to thank every single live streamer that shows up every single night to the DC Gulag. Our viewers from our live streamers, who are amazing activists and actually brought an investigation into Lieutenant Lancaster. God bless you. Thank you, all of you. And standing outside the DC Gulag every night, you learn things. You learn that CTF, correctional facility guards, will assault you. They'll assault your live streamers with witnesses, and then they will arrest you. And then they will collude with the Metropolitan Police to twist the facts. Thank you, Josh, for taking one for the team. God bless you. Every single congressman should now know these four people were murdered. Now you know. Report these murders. We don't only have accusations, we have video proof Video proof, Leila Morris, we're coming for you. TikTok. That's right. That's right. Michael Byrd, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. You should have been fired when you left your loaded weapon in a public restroom. You should have been fired for your excessive use of force prior history. Where's the investigation? Because I tell you what, there was none. My daughter was mopped up like a piece of trash and business went on with. I sit in these courtrooms every day and hear how these men disrupted a political proceeding. You know what? Not even the death of my daughter interrupted that. I've seen the judges in these cases. These men are up against astronomical odds. This city is named as a defendant. How the hell do you get a fair trial in a city where every single person is named as a defendant? Every single person. This city is the defendant. This city is toxic. Toxic. And we have judges standing up there and saying these men are everybody there was the antithesis of a patriot that day. Well, how do they know? Because listening to these judges talk, they don't know things they should know. They're very uninformed, very biased people, and they should recuse themselves because they are evil. I too sat through some trials in this courthouse right across the street. Amazing fallacies going on there. Lies are told on stand. We have men that are overcharged and underrepresented. Same charge 7 times. Guilty of assault. Guilty of assault while wearing a shirt. Guilty of assault while having a heartbeat. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for not reporting on this. American patriots in jail. We have veterans in jail. 30 years they've served this country and they've been thrown away. My daughter was deployed to the Middle East 4 times in her young life. She devoted her youth. She was injured in battle and lost her ability to have children. And then came back to this country and was a stellar citizen, and y'all can say whatever you want, but I know better. That's right. And then she was denied rendering of honor simply because she was at the Capitol that day. And they were ready with that answer on February 9th. They were ready. The United States Air Force was ready with that answer. Ashli Babbitt does not qualify for rendering of honors because she was at the Capitol. Still having not been charged with a crime, she's denied rendering of honors. But you know what? We had some proud patriots sing to her that day, fold the flag, and send her into her eternal resting place with grace and dignity. So what I want to say to the United States Air Force, I won't stand on Mr. Lang's stage and say, I won't say it up here out of respect for children in the audience. But these men, you know, it's not our position that everybody there that day was a Boy Scout. There are some people that behaved like they shouldn't have, but my position is it was a freaking Capitol Police. You know, they waged war on the American people that day, and I challenge anybody to say differently. Do your research. Watch Epoch Times Truth About January 6th. Watch my daughter being murdered with, oh, she should have complied. She was never given orders to comply to. My daughter was in the Middle East and well-versed in the use of force continuum. They were skipped every single step. That man didn't even identify himself as a person, much less a police officer. Shame on him. Shame on him. And also a possibly survivable wound. But they did not render her aid, and they did not let patriots standing right there render her aid. And sticking with the theme of the day, Brian Signig's blood's on their hands too. They knew that man was sick, and they let him go lay down and become irreparable. God bless Roseanne Boylan. They killed her twice. That woman was dead when they were beating her over the head. Leila Morris.
That's right.
That is right. They should be ashamed of themselves, and somebody should be looking into this. Congressmen, every single one of you, now you know, these people were murdered. The January 6th committee wants a lie about officers dying that day. No, they did not. Officers did not die that day, yet they continue to say these things. The January 6th committee is a hoax. We've had our defendants ask for a transcript from these January 6th committee hearings, but they are told we are not compelled to give those to you because this is not a legitimate committee. The January 6th committee is not a legitimate committee. Those are our government's words. Those are not my words. So look around yourselves, and this is our hope for the future. We are the people. We the people be the people. That's right. Also, Donald Trump is an amazing man. He was an amazing leader, but he's one man. He's one man. Look inside yourself and be your own hero. Stand up and speak up, because if not, this country's lost. Thank everybody for their time and attention, and thank you for being brave enough to come to this cesspool. God bless you, and God bless America.
Everybody, please put your hands together for Ashli Babbitt's mother, Micki Witthoeft. And please follow her on forashli.com. Share the information with your friends and family. Tell them to contribute so she can keep doing her great work here in Washington, D.C.
Also, I would like to invite everybody that's here to join us tonight at the Gulag. We're around back by the cemetery where they keep our people. They opened up this dungeon just for us. 1901 D Street, Washington, D.C., 2003. So God bless you. Hope to see you there.
And, you know, the news, you're also welcome to be there if you want to see some really, like, you know, I know you look for the clickbait and stuff, the horrific people that come, like the people that were just here, and you want to hear some of the things they say about Ashli right in front of her mother to her face, what they scream in her face. It's disgusting.
I thought today was a good rally. We had some counter-protesters, and also, you know, this is America. They have a right to be out here as well. I appreciate the police keeping them separate from us, and us separate from them for the most part. Well, I think that, you know, I think our government is corrupt. I think it's time for our Republicans to stand up for our people that stood up for them. I think it's time to let these men have a voice. I feel like we don't have to support what they were there protesting that day, but you have to support the American right to protest. And America doesn't seem to be supporting that. These men have not had, they've been in pretrial detention, which means they've not been convicted of a crime. They're in pretrial detention for 625 days. 625 days without a proper investigation into my daughter's public murder. 625 days American patriots being denied their constitutional right to a speedy trial. And I think it's about time that we launch an investigation into the Capitol Police who behaved arrestably that day.
Is there anything you'd like people to know that nobody's speaking about, whether it's media, government, or just in general?
The fact that every single person in this country is entitled to their constitutional rights, and if not every single person is entitled to those rights, then no one is, so it might be you next. That's something to keep in mind. This was a group of 2 million people that is being persecuted. You know, Joe Biden in his speech alone said, 31 times how every single Trump supporter is a threat to this country. I don't believe that's true. I believe that's libelous, and I think the President of the United States should know better than to say those divisive things when he ran on a platform of uniting people.